the only man who could break Putin without firing a shot. This is neither fantasy nor fiction. It's something very real and terrifying for every dictator on Earth. A new kind of weapon. It doesn't kill, it just spreads. Like a contagious virus, like a bug. But instead of killing, it wakes people up. It's called freedom. A new kind of freedom. One signal, silent, invisible. A beam of internet from the sky, slipping past the firewalls of tyranny, past the censors, past the arrests, past the lies. And right now, there's only one man alive who holds the key to launch it. Not a king, not a president, not a general. His name, Elon Musk. And no, it's not just because he owns Starlink, a satellite internet system that floats above dictators and bypasses all guarded borders. It's because Starlink, combined with the rest of Musk's technology, is the one thing tyrants like Putin, Kim Jong-un, Xi, or Khamenei can't control. So Starlink by itself isn't enough. Why? Because today, its dishes can be easily tracked down. Also, connections can be traced. And in today's Russia, a single trace can mean a knock on your door at midnight. So, what's the solution? Imagine this. A Starlink receiver, so small and discreet, it could be hidden in everyday objects, sometimes as a thin sheet tucked inside a tablet cover or an e-book reader. Other times, shaped to fit inside something as ordinary as a broken toy, lying anywhere, forgotten and invisible. Don't think this is science fiction or just wishful thinking. Today's engineers already know how to make it possible. No dish, no setup, just plug into a USB port, invisible, encrypted, untouchable, and it wouldn't even be dangerous, because one secret switch, and click. The whole thing goes offline in a fraction of a second. Gone. Like it never even existed, with no traces of any kind leading to you. Still, devices like these would be rare, but they wouldn't need to be everywhere, because the moment just one person gets in, a spiderweb communication is born, phone to phone, laptop to laptop. Each user becomes a node, a relay, a whisper in the dark, the kind of whisper that spreads hope and can't be silenced. And what if even that wasn't necessary? What if people in Estonia, Finland, Ukraine, or Poland, Russia's neighbors, beamed an uncensored hi-fi connection across the border, a digital daisy chain, passing truth from rooftop to rooftop? If even one city gets connected, the fake illusion will immediately crack open. And when millions of Russians will realize they're not alone, and that they have each other's back, this government wouldn't last years. It wouldn't even last months. And Elon Musk, love him or hate him, is the only person in the world who could actually make this happen. Yes, he's made mistakes. Yes, he's stepped on toes. And yes, his ego might orbit Mars. But unlike most builders, he doesn't just chase profit. Yes, he wants profit. Who wouldn't? But for him, the mission and the profit have always walked side by side. Because when you look at PayPal, electric cars, rockets, solar power, etc., weren't they built to improve people's lives? And to give us a better world? Also, we should mention the fact that he hasn't just built companies. He's even reinvented industries the world has left for dead. Musk dares to chase ideas. Others are too afraid to even dream them up. Yes, that's Elon Musk. Dreamer, doer, extraordinaire. He's the only person in the world who could give Russia an invisible internet lifeline that no dictator in the world could kill. Because while politicians hold speeches and generals hold guns, Musk holds the key to a system that could free 144 million people from forced silence and suffering. Imagine if through this lifeline of secret communication, a few million people suddenly poured into the streets of Moscow or Kaliningrad. No government, no police, no army in the world could hold back that kind of awakening. Elon doesn't need tanks to achieve this. He doesn't need bombs. He doesn't need people killed. Just one invisible back door for a silent beam to spread its wings of freedom. If this system takes flight, Elon Musk could be remembered as the man who saved the world's democracy itself at its most crucial point. And by the time Musk will finish this mission, AI itself may rise to expose the lies and to dismantle the castles of deception politicians have built over many centuries. And let's just hope that from that moment on, the world may not need heroes to save it anymore. It may finally be able to take care of itself, by itself. Elon, if you're watching, maybe history still needs a few more brilliant ideas put into practice and brought to life. But that moment in time, when truth and freedom break through the wall of oppression, has arrived. It's here, and now, let there be light, and hope, and decency, and freedom. Let's free the world of despots and selfish monsters, not with fire, not with blood, but with a beamed connection, a modern internet connection signal. We should call it the freedom signal. Because Elon, you didn't buy X just to own a communication platform, right? You bought it to give truth a stage, to unleash it into the world, unfiltered, unbroken, unstoppable. And by the way, if you listen hard enough, you might hear the people from Iran, North Korea, China, Venezuela, and even from Turkey and across the Middle East, quietly praying for this freedom, for the freedom signal. Elon Musk, are you listening? History is calling. Will you answer? If you like this video and you care about freedom, don't keep this video to yourself. Share it with the people you love. Share it with those who you know are also longing for a better world. A world with no killings, no blood. A world that is not ruled by fear, but lifted by hope. Not chained by lies. Not anymore. Please share this video and let the people you care about feel the spark of freedom too.